we have another interesting questions to all the four panelists. So do you think that having a robust plan to support the environment is a way to gather support from the various aspects of the ecosystem and the society as a whole? So when you see the EVs coming, the EV technology, the EVs launching, do you see that the environmental consciousness is very important so that you gather quick support? And I think we also had Pankaj speak about, he used the term Mother Earth. So it actually relates, it shows the importance we need to give. So do you think that is also an important aspect that may speed up the whole process? It may be easy to adapt. So what are your views on that? Maybe we can, would you like to add something very quick?
Most often, this is the greatest mistake even in framing the question. We generally distance out environment from us, forgetting that, Reddy, we are part of environment, right? Let me tell you certain stats to back this up. Now, even in the context of Russia-Ukraine war, the world is still divided. There are still some nations supporting Russia and some nations supporting Ukraine. But when it comes to climate change and global warming, there is no division. If at all there is some enemy which the world is battling all together, it's not terrorism, it is the climate change. I'll tell you the reason. There is something called Earth's average temperature. It is being measured from the early 1900s. Now, every year, when you measure the Earth's average temperature, it is always higher than the previous year.
Do you think that having a robust plan to support the environment,
the reports say
is a way
that
to
if we do not
from the
take
various
corrective actions now we are at around plus 1.5 degree, right, from the time we measured. If we do not take corrective actions, it would enter into something called a locked-in situation, which is plus 3, which is irreversible phenomena. The ocean acidification, right, the changing and disturbance of migrations, every other doomsday calamity that you can imagine is well packaged into that particular thing. Not only that, the same report says that if this continues, by 2100, close to 50% of population doesn't have habitable Earth, right? So this is from the global perspective. While the global perspective is great, let us look at India. And we are neither doing too good there. 14 out of 15 most polluted cities in the world are in India. Now there is something called 2.5 particulate matter. That is how you measure the air pollution. While the World Health Organization says the permissible levels are 10 milligrams per cubic meter, Kanpur records 170. Kanpur records 170. Now in the United Nations framework for conventions on climate control, which we signed in Paris in 2015, we made a declaration that by 2030, we will reduce the carbon footprint by 33% to the numbers registered in 2005. Having said all of this, our dependency on oil imports, which is at around $160 billion right now, if we do not act, the Akanksha, I think, opened up the stage saying that EV industry, according to CEEW, is going to be a $206 billion industry by 2030. But if we do not act now, our oil import bill is going to be $300 billion by 2030. So why I brought a lot of these statistics into perspective is to tell you that we and the environment and then the sustainability is not a two different story. If we want to have a sustainable generation, see, for example, one of the doctors interview, I'm not sure if you have seen it, he is a very senior pulmonologist, right? He said he has been operating children and people over the years in Delhi. He made this statement, right? Even among the young infants, he started noticing that the pinkishness in the lungs started slowly becoming dark, I would say, with elements of gray, which generally is noticed among chain smokers and people who are exposed to a lot of, I would say, pollution. Now, what does that mean? By a very fact that, I'm not sure how many of you have come from Delhi, Gurgaon, etc. By very fact that you're living there, your life expectancy has already come down by 4 to 5 years. I mean, now let's talk about environment and sustainability. No, my friend, we are part of environment. We are thinking we are screwing up environment, but we are actually screwing up ourselves and the next generation, right? So, fortunately, again, thanks to Sreyas who said that there are early adopters in EV. Now this message is getting into the minds of people. Yeah, every action that I do right now is going to cost me for the generation tomorrow. Having said all of this, I really like Maruti's advertisement, right? Kitna dete hai. Indian consumer is again very always value conscious. I think we are already at that point where, especially from two-wheelers perspective and three-wheelers perspective, ICE versus EV, where we were able to achieve that balance. Correct, Rahul? We were able to achieve that balance. And when you take the total cost of ownership with respect to the running operations kilometers also, there are enough business models to show that EVs are even more profitable, right? So from the environmental and sustainability perspective, and from the kitna dete hai mindset conservative perspective, both the perspectives, beautiful thing that's happening is both of them converging rightly. And kudos to all of you, because if at all, who is the richest woman other than the Queen of England at this point of time? Yeah, come on here. Yeah, Mrs. Sunak, right? Rishi Sunak. How can she be the richest woman? Because she was daughter of Narayan Murthy. Why was it? Because in 70s, when the computer revolution has just begun, Narayan Murthy was there. You're able to get it? Now Flipkart's takeover by Walmart produced more number of millionaires than any such over the history among the corporates, right? The middle class, I would say, professionals started seeing millions in their bank accounts. That's in 2000s. Now, why I congratulated you? Because 2020s, if at all you're looking for such kind of a revolution, trust me, it's the electric vehicle revolution. And the beauty here is India lost for industrial revolution, but at this point of time, we are very strongly batting to be not only the global market, but also to be the global manufacturing leader in the EV revolution. And we are all going to be part of this revolution, provided you somehow associate yourself. I'm not sure why ISB PGP Pro got this trigger to have EV conclave. They can have Web 3.0 conclave. They can have Fin and AI conclave also. But I think your gut and somehow your guardian angels are around you. Secure yourself. Attach yourself to this industry. No wonder you will at some point of time be Mr. Sunak or Mrs. Sunak, doesn't really matter. Be in this industry. This is going to be the golden era for the next few years. So to again come back and answer your question.
Okay. We have another interesting questions to all the four panelists. So do you think that having a robust plan to support the environment is a way to gather support from the various aspects of the ecosystem and the society as a whole? So when you see the EVs coming, the EV technology, the EVs launching, do you see that the environmental consciousness is very important so that you gather quick support? And I think we also had Pankaj speak about, he used the term Mother Earth. So it actually relates, it shows the importance we need to give. So do you think that is also an important aspect that may speed up the whole process?